What if I told you that one man, starting from almost nothing, would come to control nearly every drop of oil in the United States, crush every competitor in his path, and become the world's first billionaire decades before anyone even dreamed of such wealth? John D. Rockefeller didn't just run a business. He created an empire that reshaped industries, rewrote the rules of money, and set a blueprint for power that still echoes today. This is the story of the man who turned ambition into a legacy worth billions. John D. Rockefeller was born in Richford, New York, to a modest family. His father was a traveling salesman, and his mother was a deeply religious woman who instilled strong values of discipline and hard work. From a young age, Rockefeller displayed a remarkable aptitude for business, keeping meticulous accounts and learning the principles of money management from his father. At 16, Rockefeller started his first job as a bookkeeper, where he honed his skills in accounting and financial planning. His early exposure to the workings of business allowed him to understand not just profits, but also efficiency, negotiation, and the importance of trust. These early lessons would form the foundation for his later success. Rockefeller's early life was marked by a blend of ambition and prudence. While other boys his age dreamed of adventure, Rockefeller meticulously planned his path. This balance of vision and discipline became a recurring theme in his rise to becoming the world's first billionaire, founding Standard Oil, the birth of an empire. In 1870, Rockefeller co-founded Standard Oil with a small group of partners. At the time, the oil industry in the United States was fragmented and inefficient, with numerous small refineries competing in unstable markets. Rockefeller's genius lay in his ability to consolidate operations, improve efficiency, and reduce costs, which gave Standard Oil a competitive edge. Through strategic acquisitions, innovative business practices, and ruthless negotiation, Rockefeller expanded Standard Oil's reach across the nation. By controlling a large portion of refining, distribution, and even transportation, he created a vertically integrated company that could dominate the market. His meticulous attention to detail and obsession with efficiency made Standard Oil the benchmark of corporate excellence. By the 1880s, Standard Oil controlled over 90% of the U.S. oil industry. While his methods were often criticized as monopolistic, there was no denying the effectiveness of his approach. Rockefeller's ability to streamline processes, reduce waste, and negotiate favorable terms with suppliers and competitors alike solidified his empire and laid the groundwork for his unprecedented wealth. The monopoly and controversy. Rockefeller's rise to the top was as shocking as it was impressive. Standard Oil grew so big that it controlled almost all the oil in the United States. People started calling it a monopoly, and critics argued that Rockefeller crushed his competitors unfairly. He made secret deals with railroads and undercut smaller refineries, which often forced them out of business. Politicians and the public worried that one man had too much control over the economy, and he quickly became a target for criticism and scrutiny. Even with all the controversy, Rockefeller had a reputation for honesty in his personal life. He was extremely disciplined, kept careful records, and always followed contracts. He believed that business could be moral if done the right way. So while he pushed aggressively to grow his empire, he made sure to stay transparent and efficient, which set him apart from many other businessmen of his time. Rockefeller didn't just compete, he crushed rivals strategically. He would either buy smaller companies or make their business so difficult that they had no choice but to sell. By controlling every part of the oil process from drilling to transportation, he could lower prices, outsmart competitors, and dominate the market. His methods were bold, sometimes ruthless, but extremely effective, showing just how far planning and strategy could take someone. In 1911, the Supreme Court stepped in and ordered Standard Oil to split into 34 smaller companies. Surprisingly, this breakup made Rockefeller even richer. He owned big portions of all the new companies, so his wealth multiplied instead of shrinking. Even when the law tried to stop him, Rockefeller's careful planning and smart investments kept him on top, proving he was always several steps ahead of everyone else. Philanthropy and legacy. Rockefeller is not only remembered for his fortune, but also for his philanthropic impact. He donated over $500 million during his lifetime to education, public health, and scientific research, a sum that would be worth tens of billions today. He funded the creation of the University of Chicago, Rockefeller University, and numerous hospitals and research institutions. His philanthropic philosophy was rooted in his belief in stewardship and social responsibility. Rockefeller saw wealth as a tool to improve society, and he approached giving with the same strategic rigor he applied to business. His donations were often carefully targeted to ensure long-term impact rather than immediate publicity. Beyond money, Rockefeller's legacy includes a model of disciplined, visionary business leadership. His methods influenced generations of entrepreneurs and shaped the way industries operate, setting standards for efficiency, strategic growth, and corporate responsibility. The first billionaire. Estimating Rockefeller's wealth is complex due to the vast scale and timing of his empire. Adjusted for inflation, his net worth is believed to have reached approximately $400 billion in today's dollars, making him arguably the richest person in modern history. He accumulated wealth not only through Standard Oil's operations, but also through careful investments in the companies that emerged after its breakup. Rockefeller's financial strategy combined conservative investing, diversification, and long-term vision. He understood that wealth is not just about accumulation, but about preservation and growth. Even as regulations changed the business landscape, he maintained control over key assets and ensured that his fortune continued to grow. His status as the first billionaire was symbolic of a new era where individuals could wield unprecedented economic power while also shaping society and industry. Rockefeller's life demonstrated that immense wealth could be built through vision, discipline, and strategic planning. Lessons from Rockefeller's journey. Rockefeller's story offers timeless lessons for entrepreneurs, investors, and leaders. First, the importance of vision cannot be overstated. He saw the potential in oil long before the masses did. Second, efficiency and meticulous planning were cornerstones of his success, demonstrating that careful management can outpace raw ambition alone. Third, Rockefeller showed that controversy and criticism are part of achieving greatness. Facing scrutiny and opposition, he remained steadfast in his principles and continued to grow his empire. Finally, his commitment to philanthropy underscores the idea that wealth is not merely personal gain, it is a resource to shape and improve society. For modern creators and entrepreneurs, Rockefeller's life illustrates the power of combining ambition with strategic thinking, ethical principles, and a long-term vision. It's a blueprint that transcends time, industry, and medium. John D. Rockefeller was more than a businessman. He was a visionary who changed the course of industry, philanthropy, and wealth creation. As the world's first billionaire, he demonstrated that discipline, strategic thinking, and social responsibility could create fortunes and leave legacies that endure for centuries. His life teaches us that wealth is not just numbers, it's influence, impact, and the ability to innovate relentlessly. Rockefeller's empire may have started with oil, but its lessons apply to every entrepreneur seeking to turn vision into reality. The world will remember him not only for his riches, but for showing how one individual can shape the future through vision, strategy, and unwavering determination. If you enjoyed this story of Rockefeller's rise to power, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories.